It's the Boomey-Factor Review Show. You hear that music and you know what time it is? It is time for another episode of the Boomey-Factor Review Show. I am KODX Factor and we are here again solo today. My boy Boomey is out of the office. So we are here tackling the latest and greatest in reviews. And this week we are touching the brand new Quantic Dream Sony computer entertainment title, Detroit Become Human. So welcome to the world of 2034, the world where androids are a major part of your day-to-day life in regards to work, serving you, doing household things. Essentially think of it as a worker, maid, whatever the case may be, that essentially follows your every command. You pay for the android. It does everything you ask it to do. It becomes essential to you, and it will help either act as your maid, your house sitter, your babysitter. It even takes over jobs. And the world that this creates is a world of animosity between humans and androids. Think of it almost, and it really, really kind of hits close to home, where it's almost like, think of it like a modern day racism society. Androids are abused, they're neglected, they are frowned upon, they are looked at as being evil in ways that humanity does not like. They are there to serve humanity, but they do it in a way that is actually hurting humanity. Or at least that's how humanity looks at them. And as this game evolves, your androids, and there's 3 androids you take on. You take on Kara, you take on Marcus, and you take on Connor, who are 3 separate androids that do 3 separate things. 2 of them are almost like household maids.
Yep, I'm at the protector.
The other one is a detective that works within the police department of Detroit. And these androids soon start to develop feelings and start to develop personalities. And they begin to start facing fear, doubt, anger, and these all start to evolve the story of what Detroit Become Human is. Essentially, these androids that look like humans do everyday human things, everyday human jobs, and they essentially start to develop emotions and become their own person. That's very, very different, and it takes a lot for humanity to kind of get grasp of that. Humanity already has a fear with androids anyhow. I don't know if it's so much of a fear, but it's so much of a discrimination. And it really, really kind of ties into modern day discrimination, modern day racism, where instead of a particular race being frowned upon and being looked at bad, this is a different type of being that is treated in much the same way as modern day racism is now. I think that's why this game was so highly in development, and the team at Quantic Dreams kind of took this game on. And probably one of the main reasons why the main actor Jesse Williams decided to become a character in this game is because it touches on today's struggles with race, sexism, everything. All kind of ties into this, but in a different way. You can see a lot of today's problems in this game. You can look at how humans interact with androids. And it's very much the same way that it is now. And I think that's what makes this game so intriguing, is you're playing 3 different personality types that go through 3 different sets of problems. You have one that is a maid to an abusive father, and you are there to care and have feelings for the child that is getting the brunt of a lot of this anger. You have another one whose master loves his android. They're almost like a father and son team, whose real son has an anger towards androids because his father's treating his android differently than he treats his son. But his son has a problem with like drugs, alcohol, and what have you. And then you have another one that's a detective that the people at the force, or at least in the police department, frown upon because, one, he's taking jobs away from human beings, and two, he doesn't see things in an emotional state that the way that humans do. So other detectives don't have a sense of respect for them. And he's assigned a partner his partner's name is Hank, who you can see here. And he is trying to learn more about his personality and his partner Frank, and why he has such animosity towards androids himself, which does come out. But this is a spoiler-free review, so if you're looking for me to kind of spoil what happens within this game, you're not really going to find it. But I just wanted to kind of point it out that Detroit Become Human is actually a really, really excellent game. I'm not going to lie to you. The story is fantastic. The characters are great. They really, really kind of build off of each other. The stories intertwine in a really, really good way. The choices you make will dictate the result for the game. And to me, I love games like that. That's why I love the Telltale games, because the decisions you make and the interactions you make with the people around you, the trust you gain, influence different parts of the story. They open up different areas for you. Open up different dialogue trees, different actions, whole different settings. That your choices will dictate the way this game plays out. Graphically, the game is phenomenal. I think the acting is phenomenal. The voice acting is phenomenal. But it plays very, very similar to other Quantic Dream games, and that's what I like, because I like those type of story narratives. So in all honesty, Detroit Become Human, to me, gets 4 golden poopies just for everything it does. It received 70% awesome votes from our Twitter handle at Game Night Lounge. So all of our reviews that we put up, we also put up on our Twitter poll and ask fans to vote on. So that is our review for Detroit Become Human. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you check out our other reviews that we have on our channel. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I am KODX Factor. This is the Game Night Lounge, and this is the Boomey-Factor Review Show. Game on, everybody.